Right now, it is the middle of July, and I am standing in New Orleans, Louisiana. And if you were thinking that I am crazy for coming to New Orleans in July, you are absolutely right. There's a reason why I am here. The American Battlefield Trust is holding a conference for history educators that myself and Chris Mallory from Vlogging Through History and Andrew Dalton from the Adams County Historical Society are part of. And we got some pretty cool things that we are going to be doing today in connection with the American Battlefield Trust event that's being held here. Watched this channel for any amount of time, you're probably already familiar with the American Battlefield Trust. And you've probably already seen some of the videos that they have on their YouTube channel, like with Gary Edelman and Chris White and the rest of the American Battlefield Trust crew. Now, when people think of the American Battlefield Trust, well, they probably think about battlefield preservation, but they're also doing a whole lot of great things with education. That's what the conference this week is all about. They're bringing in teachers from all over the country and educating and equipping and empowering them. And one thing that I really like that they're doing is they're getting them out to historic sites where they can learn a bunch of stuff and then take it back to their students. And one of the places that we are going to be going while we are here this weekend is to the Confederate Memorial Hall Museum. All right, we just rolled in here into the Confederate Memorial Hall Civil War Museum, and I'll admit I was unaware of this place until I saw a YouTube video on the channel for the American Battlefield Trust, and this guy right here showed me a little bit of what's in here already. So we're going to take a look around and look at some of the history here in this museum. Cool.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, thank you Brother Jerry for sharing this story with me. This one is very, very interesting. Seems like the Most High is definitely speaking and moving in this hour. This right here is something else. First we had the burning down of the biggest plantation that was still left standing just days ago. And now we have this. We have the Fort Branch Museum, Confederate Museum, destroyed by a tree collapse. Well, you can call it a tree collapse all you want to. Who controls such things? The Most High controls such things. Everyone, let me know if you're hearing me okay, because someone says that the audio is strange. Just let me know if you're hearing me okay before I start talking too much and you're not hearing anything. Okay, that's right, Brother Jeremiah. It was the hand of the Most High. What else can you say? What else can you say? I mean, I'm just going to be fair, right? If anything happens to any of us, if you stub your toe, if you smash your hand in the door, I mean, whatever it is, it's the Most High.
The only thing that pisses me off about this is the fact that it wasn't full of Confederate fans. That's the only thing I'm pissed about.
New to the channel, if you like the truth, I want you to go ahead and subscribe. Be sure to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time we upload or go live. Everybody else, go ahead and share the broadcast so that others can hear as well. We like to speak about things that are truthful on this channel.
I tried to tell Messy Michonne, I tried to tell this sister that she's on the wrong side of history. She's on the wrong side of the Most High. Talking about your people You're going to get that wake-up call, Miss Shauna. And remember, I tried to tell you. I tried to warn you. You Aunt Jemimas and you Sambos, your time is coming.
We live, and in him we have our being. So let's get into this story. The Most High decided he wants to knock that place down. So I want you all to hear what's going on with this. Let me get over to this screen right here first before I share that with you, because I want to make sure that we can interact pretty good.
Mashana's going to be eerie, my sister. I tried to tell you. But hey, you don't want to listen to the black man. Now, if I was a Peckerwood, you'd believe me. But let's get into it.
Story, but I want to give you all a peek at something, because these people, they really hurt from this kind of stuff, right? Look at this. Let me show you this real quick. This article said, "Death of history. Death of history. Fort Branch Museum destroyed by a tree collapse. Museum destruction news. Fort Branch historical." Okay, so anyway, we're going to come back to that. Death of history. You want to talk about death of history, huh? Anyway, let's hear the details of what happened to this story, or with this museum. And of course, I will be right back.
The Fort Branch Confederate Museum in Hamilton, North Carolina, was completely destroyed when a large tree fell on the building during a powerful storm on May 20th, 2025. The impact of the tree collapsed the structure, crushing exhibits and leaving the museum in ruins. The site, known for preserving Civil War-era artifacts, now faces significant challenges in recovery and restoration. How the museum was destroyed. Severe storms swept through North Carolina, bringing intense winds and heavy rainfall. A massive tree near the museum was uprooted due to saturated soil and strong gusts. The tree crashed into the building, collapsing the roof and walls, scattering debris and historical artifacts. Some items were buried under wreckage, while others suffered irreversible damage. History of Fort Branch and its museum. The fort served as a Confederate military stronghold during the Civil War, guarding supply routes and defending against Union advances. The museum housed original cannons, period uniforms, documents, and personal belongings of soldiers. The site also included a restored 19th century farmhouse and artifacts from Native American settlements. Community response and restoration efforts. Local historians and volunteers are working to salvage remaining artifacts from the debris. The Fort Branch Historical Society has pledged to restore the site and assess whether the museum can be rebuilt. Some view the destruction as a tragic loss for historical preservation, while others consider it symbolic, given the museum's Confederate ties. Despite the devastation, efforts are underway to honor the museum's legacy and Confederate ties. Despite the devastation, efforts are underway to honor the museum's legacy and recover as many historical items as possible. So, you know what I find interesting? Let's go back over here real quick. So, yeah, it's destroyed. Okay. But death of history? You know what I find interesting about the title of this article? A lot of people are upset talking about destruction of history and artifacts, right? These people have taken their behinds all around the world, going to indigenous regions of the world where black people had artifacts dating back thousands of years. Thousands of years. They plundered these areas, stole the artifacts, and in some cases destroyed. Look at what they did over in Egypt. They saw those big wide noses, which are indicative of black people. And so they wanted to rewrite history. So their behinds decided, we're going to knock some of these noses off so that no one really knows. I mean, we know. Everybody else will be cooked in those regions thousands of years ago.
See, let me tell you guys something. Red Supreme was right. And I've said it myself. These white people celebrate their debauchery. They celebrate their criminals. They celebrate their evilness. and they want to be able to preserve it so that they can relive um, their wicked ways. They want to be able to relive it. They want to be able to go visit it and see it and imagine how it must have been. That's what these people do. And then we got these coons and Aunt Jemimas, like Anton Daniels and Officer Tatum, OK Ricks. We got the Messy Machons. All these people defend this bullshit. They'll defend it to the very end, to their last breaths. They'll defend this bullshit.
I'm going to share something with you about that debate where the guy was the two white preachers were talking about whether or not the Most High will sanctify or can sanctify black people. One statement the one guy made was so tripped out. I said to myself, these people, I got to set aside some time for this, okay? Because one statement that the guy made was the Most High can't sanctify black people because we are just so wicked and we've done so much evil throughout the centuries and the curses of Ham and all of this other stuff. And I said to myself, no, this demon isn't sitting back talking about what some people have been doing for centuries. We black folk have been doing wickedness for centuries. Okay.
Sisters, there's no helping these people. There's just no helping them. Unfortunately, and then we got our own people who also put out bullshit about their own people. I don't see how you can do it. It's like when I watch these Hispanics for Trump, and I ask myself, why in the world would you vote for Donald Trump when he told you that he was going to start deporting people? Whether you came over here legally or illegally or not, they are still your people. And now Donald Trump, who speaks with forked tongue, because that's what white people do, they're mealy mouth. Now all of you are being deported. You motherfuckers just don't get white people and their demonic ways. Trump told you he's going to get rid of the illegals. He meant you too. He don't want you over there. And mark my words, once you guys are up out of here, he's going to try to get black people going to them fields. That was the game plan. Remember when Trump said black jobs? Trump thinks that black people, once he get rid of the Hispanics that work the fields, Trump's going to try to put black people in those fields to work. Mark my words, you guys watch.
Downright evil. If it's not clear to you, I don't know what to say. And these are the same people who police the whole world. Do things to others and find themselves not guilty. Sorry, family, I had to take a sip. Sister, I didn't want to be too long on this. I just wanted to come before you. And again, I appreciate you, Brother Jerry, for sharing this with me. But it just trips me out that people are so wicked to point out the things that black people do. We have enough going on. And many of us already point out what we're doing, but we're dealing with a group of people who want to sit back and pretend like they are squeaky clean. And like the only time something bad happens in their community is just one lone person by himself, as if the collective is just perfect individuals.